Good afternoon. So I'll be explaining this tic-tac-toe game which I developed. It's like a beginner programming challenge for beginners. Once you got the hang of something like functional programming or object-oriented programming, you can try developing this on your own. So I can explain it. I don't want to type it because I'll make a lot of errors on the way and I have to redo everything. So that's what. So this is the main thread. So initialize an object which is an instance of the tic-tac-toe class and call the member function start. So we can go to the member function start. This just prints welcome to the tic-tac-toe game, and I've hard-coded the player. Player 1 is X and player 2 is 0. So self.print board is the next method. So in print board you can see that the board has been initialized in the constructor itself, and the board memory is self-explanatory. And board occupied, you use it so that there's no double positional, X can't take O's position and O can't take X's position. Okay, yeah. Sorry about I mean, I'm outside right now and I still consider recording because my friend hasn't arrived yet. So, where was I? So now, yeah, that's what print board does. And input, choose a position from 1 to 9. Now it is player numbers turn. This basically sets the player number. Initially it says player 1 is X and player 2 is 0. So this is choose a position on the board. So position, cast it to an int because input function basically returns a string. So if self.board memory is already occupied with a position, print cannot occupy position. And self.update is where all the stuff happens. So we can go to self.update. So if it's just to set the board position, set the board memory, set the board occupied, and then we have the check for win function. So there are three types of win according to what I have thought about: a horizontal win, a vertical win, and a diagonal win. So horizontal win are just like they're just self-explanatory. So yeah, check for condition vertical. You can I think I did helper method recursion. So so like okay, so like if horizontal or vertical condition, if consecutive vertical or horizontal blocks are filled and it is the same player that fills them, you have won. So I'm using test array dot append board position and stuff, and I return based on who wins. So this is the diagonal condition. I'm just manually checking the diagonal conditions and checking if board 0 is 1 or 0. Like if board 0 is 1, winner X, if board 0 is I think 0, winner is O. So that's basically it. My explanation was not thoroughly complete, but basically you have to develop something like this on your own just to see if you're good at. I mean, you're definitely good if you practice, but you have to develop something that's something like this. So, and this is the end condition. Do you want to play another round? If the response is in uppercase Y, then you can play another round. That will call self-dot reset, where all the board initial parameters in the constructor are reset. And if it's N, you just break. So you can see break, it's a while true loop, so break will stop the execution. Okay, I can show you the working. Okay, just play once turn, play two's turn, player once turn. Okay, now so player one. So do you want to play another round? You just hit N, big N, it terminates. So that's basically how it works. Okay, thank you.